How's it going, guys? Today I'm here with Underdog Athletes, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about progressive overload. So this is a really important phase, and I'm going to get into it, but make sure to swipe up, subscribe, and if you like this content, be sure to like it. So today I'm going to be talking about, as I said, progressive overload when it comes to high throwing velocity. So for me, this actually helped me get to 90 miles an hour. For a while, I was sitting between 86 and 88, and that really helped me get to the next level to jump up and get to that 90 miles an hour. It's a little bit different. It's not really conventional, but I use it. I swear by it, and I hope you guys like it. So it starts off in 4 different phases. So high power output going all the way to high intent throwing. So the first one I started out with was a 2 pound medicine ball. And again, this is the first phase. So you're going to be doing this for about 2 weeks because it takes about 21 days for your body to actually recognize patterns and remember them and do them efficiently. So what we call muscle memory. This is really important when it comes to mechanics because if you don't have consistent mechanics, you're not going to be throwing high velocity all the time. You're not going to be throwing consistently in the strike zone, and it leads to a lot more injury. So having consistent, repeatable mechanics is really important. When it comes down to it, this is really good because it helps cue your lower half in a way that a baseball can't. Just because it's so heavy, it's not really consistent with a real baseball weight, and you can't compensate with your shoulder, your trunk, or your core. Making that happen, you're going to be taking a 2 pound medicine ball. So you can get these pretty much anywhere. They're on Amazon. That's where I got mine. 2 pounds, and these things are durable, so you can throw them at pretty much anything. I throw them at, depending on what I have, a fence, blocks of wood, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But what you're going to be doing is you're throwing it like a baseball. So the key to this is really engaging your lower half. So you're going to be coming here. You're going to have your shoulders separated. You're coming through. And then as you explode through, you throw with your lower half, just like a normal baseball. Your upper half is always got to be with 2 hands though, or else you're going to lead to shoulder injuries. This drill is really good because it ingrains those patterns of lower half stability and lower half power to power through. This is really uncommon. Not a lot of guys do it because who would throw a weighted ball around when you could be throwing, real weighted baseballs or actual baseballs? But it is really consistent because, again, you're focusing on the lower half. You can't overcompensate with your upper half, so you're going to be powering through with the legs driving all the way forward. With this, you're going to be doing this for about 2 weeks. So again, it's about 21 days roughly for something to be muscle memory in your brain. And with this is really important because on the second phase, this is also going to help you use the lower half to transfer velocity up. So for this, you have a bunch of different throws. You can do the overhead throw, going forward like that. You can do the side throw, coming here. You can do the open throw, so you have your front foot, your back foot, both pointing towards the direction of your target, and you're separating your shoulder and firing. Each of these drills are progressions to the ultimate end goal of throwing a ball at 90 miles an hour. So with these, definitely use them, but use them in a phase-like way. So this is for 2 weeks, and then you're going to move on to the second drill. And the second drill is a 15-ounce football. So again, a lot of guys don't know this, a lot of guys don't do this, but footballs actually are really beneficial because not really short arming, but having a shorter, cleaner arm path is necessary when throwing a football. So throwing a football actually cleans up your arm path instead of having it come down here or out here. It makes you go from here to here and out to throw. It makes it a lot more smooth and consistent because the ball is obviously heavier, so you can't really go and throw with one arm and make it all dippy and everything. You have to throw clean, consistent, and again, that's what really makes it possible for you to throw 90 miles an hour is having clean, consistent mechanics. Once I cleaned up my mechanics and found the kind of balance, it was a lot easier for all these different things to happen. And yeah, going forward, I was able to actually go through and make sure that I had those adjusted mechanics. When it comes down to it, the football is there not as a tool to throw hard. It's there as a tool to, again, as I said, clean up your arm path. So this is the second phase, and this is going to be going on for about a week. So you throw this for about a week. You don't touch a baseball in the time that you throw the medicine balls or the footballs. This is really important because you can't cue a proper arm action if you're throwing these, and then you're messing up your mechanics again, and you're not using your lower half because you're throwing a baseball again. So really try for 3 weeks, 2 weeks of this, the weighted ball, and then a week of the football, and you're really going to see a clean up and improvement in mechanics, which is overall going to lead to a little bit of a jump in velocity. So this is kind of like the power phase. This is a little bit more power and speed. So force times speed is power, obviously. And then the third phase, which is going to be going on for about a week and a half, depending. You're going to be going and using weighted balls. I typically use a 12 to 14 ounce weighted ball, depending. It's a little bit lighter than the 15 ounce football, so you get that motion that you can go through. But you remember those mechanics. You cleaned up your arm action, all this stuff, so it's progressively overloading your body to throw from power to high velocity. So going forward, you're going to have the weighted balls. You throw these for about 20 to 30 reps per week. So when it comes down to it, all these different drills I'm doing, it's about quality over quantity. So you're not going to want to go in and throw, 50 weighted balls and then go throw the football 25 times. That's not what it's about. Less is actually more here, because whenever it comes down to it, high velocity pitchers throw at obviously high intent, high purpose, and they throw it at a consistent rate because they don't overtax their body and their central nervous system whenever they're off the field. So low intent, just making your body remember all these different things and different movements is going to actually help you in the long term. So with these, you're going to be working for about a week, but you're actually going to incorporate the baseball in. So let's say you do two days of throwing, 15 throws per day. So that's going to be about 30 pitches with the weighted ball. You can also throw one day with the regular baseball, the 5 ounce. That's going to actually help you because in the fourth phase, that's where you're going to jump to. The fourth phase, you're going to be going into just a regular ball. So this is where you throw high intent, you've cleaned up your mechanics, high velocity, you go from power output to velocity output, and all of everything is going to come together. So these 4 progressions are actually going to really help you. They help me a lot. As I said, get to that 90 miles an hour. I'm not there consistently yet, maybe every 2 out of 5 throws or so, but it's getting there. As I said, progression. So with these, you make sure that you got to do them it's basically a 4-week cycle. So you're going to be doing it for 2 weeks of the medicine ball, a week of the football, a week and a half of the weighted ball, and then you're going to incorporate the baseball into the weighted ball as well. So I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and yeah, that's all.